Okay. So let's just let's get down to working on Redstrike here. I want to do a set. Yeah, no trivia game, so sorry about that. I don't know if anyone wanted me to see and just fail at a trivia game. Anyway, looking into building a set with Unreal Engine. What it might get is, let's look at textures. I don't know how long I'm gonna be playing, working on this tonight. Like I said, I'm kind of in a mood. For those who don't know, I'm kind of. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Can I have something from Polygon? But yeah, just gonna answer a couple questions here from those from some comments here. Now the question is, I got, can you upload the full tutorial? I don't know, like, what you're talking about for Shockbreak, like how I made it, the camera work, or I just don't understand. A lot of it, just a little confused at the moment. So anyway, just gonna work on getting Redstrike done here, and I have a few ideas what to do for like textures and everything. I just want to make sure we have everything under control here. Ooh, I do like that. It's 1 meter by 1 meter. Okay, I'm gonna download that and see. Let's do like a 3K or so. Why 3K? What's it called? Panel generic. Do I even have that? So we'll have to do this 3 times because that's what it calls for. So I'm thinking, well, first of all, let's go see what we have for like Windows and everything. I may have to actually download a bunch of stuff again. So we have Cyber District, which is good. Oh no. Yeah, we can work with a lot of that tonight. I have Cyber Bundle. Yeah, let me turn this off here. Sorry, I'm not sure if the microphone is picking up on that. I'm just so, yeah, like I said, I'm kind of in a very crabby mood at the moment, so we'll see. We'll see how long I last tonight. I'm just so mad. Let's see. Blueprints. Create billboard. Where? Alright, let's see. Window. Sure. Stupid. I'm turning this off because this is so annoying. Mute it for 2 hours. Okay. So. .284 by 172. Okay. Yeah, we'll try that. Let's do 1.7 and then 24. And 2.8. Okay. That'll work. All right. All right, so that'll do. So I'm just going to make like basic walls and see what we can come up with. Well, let's, you know what, let me go see what they have for like walls. Okay, it seems okay, but the nanite's a little weird. Give that. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay. Okay, so and then what I can do is just make like a basic plane, import that. Now, oh, it was like 1-to-1. Oh well, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it looks. Don't need to do 6K, but so panel generic. Did I actually save that? I just want to make sure. Let me make sure. V polygon UE shaders panel. Yeah, I do have it here. Okay. Before I begin, I'm just going to do material. And then right through here, panel generic here. Make new material M. There we go. Save it. Throw all these in here, just see what happens. The only thing we don't need. So I'm just going to take this RGB. Take that, delete that. Green. Where's my green channel? Okay. Okay. And don't need that. And sRGB. Color. This one is gloss, so that would be 1 minus. I think that would be specular. Right? Actually, let me double check polygon. They're a little screwy with it. Let me, Unreal Engine, let me check. Detail flip. They didn't include it because they didn't freaking include it. I may have to flip them around, but we'll see. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, that'll work. So, well, it's getting a little warm. Well, sorry, I may have to put the fan on a bit. Anyway, oh, sorry. Let's see, what's this? That doesn't exactly look too bad here. Let's see. Sorry about the fan, but you know what? Could that work? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We do have this. All right, let's give that a shot. You know, if it doesn't work, let's just move on. Don't save it. Don't save it at all. All right, let's see if it works. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes the computer heats up quite a bit, and if it gets too warm, so I turned off the fan. So I'm just seeing what I have here, what I can work with. Let's see, we have this. Yeah. It won't be too bad, like once I get to like once it hits winter, it's gonna make it much easier, but till then, nah, it's gonna pretty brutal, but I'm trying to think what I can use. Oh, no. You know what? You know, you got a lot of choices to think about, and what do I use? Video. High-end video. Yep. Yeah, they are. This one's like, this is a 5070, so it gets a little toasty. So maybe this could be like on the other end. Something like this up here. We can do that. And then that up here, and then probably something up here. Now I'm probably going to be filming it from 2 angles here. I think something, yeah, I think this would be fine. Because we'll start from here. I think like an entrance would work there. So once I get something up here, we might go and build like that, but I can crowd it between a couple people here. Mesh wall. So we'll try this. like that. See. Yeah, probably gonna be on for a short time. Let's set this by day so I can actually see this. There we go. Yeah, that's very bright. There we go. And then I'm just looking for something like this in here, so that way, you know, I'm only filming it from this angle here. So down, actually, here. Like that. This here. Yeah, so let's see. Here. Or yeah, we'll see. All right, let's plan it. Okay. Yep. And then doesn't need to be perfect. It could be like this. Where? Gate. Let's see. Not sure. Most of the ones are usually somewhat lacking. I've been trying to get something going for a while. Looked into Udemy or something at one point. Fortunately, one little thing. This might be kind of disappointing for some, but I don't know. I just kind of have a tough time making videos out of it because I kind of really struggle. I'd rather, it's just it's easier for me to work with somebody. Kind of get a feel for it, you know, what they are looking for, what they need. Just want to I think, yeah, once I kind of get a hold on what someone needs, like, okay, this is how you work with this set, or how this here. I understand it's a lot of them are not really that good. And I've seen like some really expensive courses too, like $3,600 that kind of cover what I could easily cover, you know, if I spend like a week kind of showing anybody. But because there's somebody asking me making a tutorial on like how to make for Shockbreak or something. he linked it to the video. I'm not sure what he needs exactly. Like camera work, lighting, set design. It'd be an interesting idea. Like, or maybe I can have like a full. I thought about doing like major like group classes or something. Like a full crash course. Here. Like this up here, and then you see. Yeah, I'm guessing the first thing I probably teach people is like, okay, you know, besides your project setup is, yeah, you know, your set design, it comes down to what project you're looking for, what you're looking to. Okay, I can just go and build a default project after this. We can look and see what we have. Oh yeah, but learning animation stuff though, it's, I would say it's one of mine. Oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm glad I got done. There is something that caught my attention that I'm willing to try out. I didn't really pay. I saw an email. Yeah, the animation is, yeah, animation's a little tough. Let me go see if I could find it. Let me check my email. Ugh. Sorry, I'm just getting a little pissy. Yeah, we could take one of these. Seems like I've been trying to get. Once I get into Rococo Studio, we can look into it. Maybe I could fix it up or something. Yeah, I'll have to download this eventually. That'd be something we'll look into. Is it more of a direction thing, or can't ever seem to get the way I want it? Well, it depends. It could be like direction. Someone asked me like one point, like, how do you get the motions to match? And I'm trying to think like face matching the both face and the body at the same time, and I didn't really know what he meant. I was kind of confused. I was like, what's going on here? Well, like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I talked to somebody else and they're like, no, what he's looking for is like more direction. And that kind of hit me. I'm like, oh, that's what you need. It didn't, I was pretty stupid, but I was like, oh, that makes sense. And yeah, that's actually something we don't really hear much. I don't think many people talk about is direction. That's a huge that's something I wanted to talk about too. When it comes down to it, like direction is huge, especially in like iclone work. And kind of a very lacking skill too. Probably one of the major reasons why I don't really rely on AI too much is it kind of takes away direction control, you know? And that kind of bothers me. I rather, I'm more of a director than an animator, to be honest with you. I kind of seldom call myself an animator. I'm more of a director, but I think this is good. And that's kind of a very important skill, for example, you and I were talking about the clothing thing, about your scene. The idea where I mentioned, the clothes and just build up. That's kind of like directing there, or, that kind of skill set. Just kind of thinking about certain scenes, like, what I think about is what I might do is going to put like a security cam here. Do I have CCTV? There we go. Yeah, this. I'm thinking about a camera here. But yeah, direction is kind of it's a very important skill, when it comes down to this. And so if you have like a security camera here, point here, that'll do for the character. Everybody else can put in like blue here, blue light. I do like the idea of a pink light. I could probably put something here resembling pink. So yeah, it's a fun little skill to learn, and just thinking about it too. To modify a few times I tried to create animation, it's been a failure. Well, that's what I do. Like I modify animation, or I modify mocap for something, and that maybe the right mindset is like just think like a director, what works best. Not really much, like I said, I'm not really much of an animator. I'm more of a director. Kind of sounds pretentious, but It's kind of my mindset. So let's go here, paint it black. And we're going to use white paint. There you go. And then we can use like cracks and everything. Do I want to do pink? Yeah, it kind of sounds a little weird, but that's really what we are, honestly. Most of the time it's just and so you have to think like your avatars or actors. You have to know what they say, how they feel. There's certain expressions to think about. Like, I bet there's also little nuances, things that they do. And you're just kind of guiding them along. So, okay, so we do have a light source. Let's actually work with that. It's like a yellow or something. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, like walk cycle. Yeah, walk cycles can be pretty easy to deal with. I think it could be pretty helpful. Do I want to? Let's do 0.5. I'm going to work with that. But actually, you know what? What I might do is actually do a rectangular light because it's one direction. Oh yeah. Once we put people in and get everything in, it's going to come to life. But yeah, once I have like the buildings and everything, we can get into lighting, getting that. So we're going to use rectangular light for this one because we have our light sources just like this. So we do width. Do that. Only problem is, yeah, let's actually change a lot of this stuff here. So mesh paint. There you go. Anyway, just go down here. Problem we got this is this light. Yeah, let's get all the sidewalk here. Try again. Oh shoot, I forgot to send a screenplay example to somebody because they were wondering about like context and everything in action. They were using too many parentheticals to like describe stuff, so stuff that could be in action was in parenthetical. I thought, no, you don't really need to do that, but it kind of kills the. What it'll do, it'll kind of kill off the pace and make it a little bit difficult for your actors, you know. But you know, action is where you can really get good performances because it gives the actors context. So yeah, I think this is coming together pretty well. Not only that, but we also got lights. Do we have lights as well to work with? Like a lamp. You got neon. Yep. I think that can work. I'm going to play around with this camera. Highlight it. Oh yeah. What I would probably do. Yep. And screenplays, like I always let the actors. It's always important to let the actors kind of tell. You know, I do facial expressions. I do like there's certain moments, not that, but like in a visual sense. Like, well, one of the ideas is I'm writing a story on. I guess it's more. It's kind of similar to like a Coen Brothers kind of thing, where yeah, I guess it's like it's very Coen Brothers like, but it's kind of like the aftermath of a heist and everything that happens with it. This is the one thing I would say is 4 keep a secret. 4 can keep a secret. 3 are dead. Would be something to go off of. and trying to figure out how to convey that in the car. What kind of tension could it be? I might do some writing when I'm done, but probably have something like this here. I don't know if I can. We could probably put it outside here, but we'll see. Call that trash box food stand. Yeah. Oh, you might. Uh-oh. Didn't I have like a little round thing? But let's see. We'll have to do like blue or something. Or I can work on rectangular lights up here. So right here. And then oh yeah, this is where right there. See it right there. So what I've seen here. But what's also, let's just add some fun to it. There we go. Now, is there like a little stand I can use? Let's see, nothing. Yeah. I don't know, like some of my past work I used to say a lot of it. Ooh, what's an arcade? And I could just take out the sidewalk. Yeah, I'm gonna take out the sidewalk. There we go. Compile and save. There. And then just like that. Just kind of put this thing down. Just like that. Oh yeah, that looks good. And you can have people playing. Ooh. But it's also play with lights. So you have one here. Point light. Yeah, it'd be totally easy. But you know, for example, in the script I'm writing, trying to test out a couple of tools. I want to test out Rush Hour for this one. None of that, but I need to work on that Reolution heist kit thing. Oh yeah, that'll work. So we'll put in some lights here. But yeah, you can tell this thing is starting to come together pretty well. Let's see what the small ones are like. A person probably will have this. Let's see, can I do it in the middle of the street? Nah. Darn. I think this could work. You know, something like this. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, for the scene here, the heist thing. This is going to be a scene where a cop car starts getting closer and closer, and one of the characters deciding, okay, how am I going to approach this? What am I going to do? Do I need to turn violent? What can I do to get myself out of this situation? And it's kind of like pulling a string and making it a lot more tense. Oh, that's kind of like the fun of it. Oh yeah, this is coming together pretty well. Some people here. Yeah, we could probably put that sushi thing over there. Let's edit this. Viewport. Delete that. And compile, save. Just like that there. So maybe some people talking. Yeah. And then, you know, once we put more decal work in, that's when it will really start to come together. I don't know. Let's see. All right. See ya. I'm probably gonna head out early too. It's getting pretty late, but this isn't too bad. And we can put some garbage in, some cracks. And then we can do a lot more set design. Whoops. So I'll just put that here. Yeah, something like that can work. And then we can add garbage here. I want to add like trash, like foliage here. And then cracks here, then people talking. Just like that. I think we got ourselves a scene. Oh. Yeah, we'll find out. I think we're good. So, yeah, if anyone, feel free to give a like if this is helpful. What you gotta do. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm probably gonna go to bed. We'll probably bring in characters here, add some decal trash here, and then some props, and probably call it a night. So, anyway, thank you.